Welcome to Weekly. I'm your digital anchor Ellie. Happy New Year! Now let's take a look at the stories this week. Tang Ping-keung said that about 720,000 enter and exit Hong Kong on New Year's Eve. In the early hours of January the 1st, a New Year's Eve fireworks countdown event was held by the Victoria Harbour. The Lo Wu Control Point extended its operating hours by 2 hours until 2 a.m., while the Shenzhen Bay Control Point operated 24 hours. The Secretary for Security, Tang Ping-keung, inspected the operations at the Lo Wu Control Point after midnight and met with the media, stating that the last East Rail train left the city at 12:56 a.m. and arrived at Lo Wu around 1:46 a.m. The situation at the Lo Wu Control Point was very orderly, with citizens waiting only a few minutes at most to cross. He mentioned that approximately 720,000 people entered and exited Hong Kong through land control points on the last day of 2024. This number was slightly higher than usual weekend figures. A grand welcome with a water salute marks the first regular commercial flight between Shanghai and Hong Kong for the C919 aircraft. China's domestically produced C919 aircraft made its highly anticipated debut in Hong Kong on January 1, 2025. Completing its first commercial flight on the Shanghai HK route, the flight, operated by China Eastern Airlines, landed at Hong Kong International Airport HKIA at 10:44 a.m. after a journey of approximately 2 hours and 23 minutes. The aircraft was greeted with a ceremonial water salute, the highest honor in aviation. Hong Kong's Secretary for Transport and Logistics, Mabel Chan, welcomed passengers upon arrival and distributed commemorative souvenirs to mark the occasion. Starting from New Year's Day, China Eastern Airlines has scheduled daily round-trip flights between Shanghai Hongqiao International Airport and the HKIA using the C919. Fatal multi-vehicle crash on West Kowloon Highway leaves 3 dead, 4 injured. Hong Kong police are investigating a fatal traffic accident that occurred in the early hours of January the 1st in Mong Kok, leaving 3 men dead and 4 others injured. At approximately 1:44 a.m., a private car driven by a 30-year-old man, carrying 4 male passengers aged between 19 and 34, was traveling in the 3rd lane, heading toward the Western Harbour crossing. Meanwhile, a taxi driven by a 65-year-old man, carrying a 23-year-old male passenger and a 19-year-old female passenger, was traveling in the 2nd lane. According to reports, the taxi abruptly changed lanes and collided with the private car. The collision caused the private car to lose control, crashing into a barrier and then striking another moving taxi and 3 stationary private vehicles parked nearby. The driver of the private car sustained severe injuries and was pronounced dead at the scene. 2 male passengers, aged 33 and 34, were also critically injured and unconscious when rushed to Princess Margaret Hospital. They were later pronounced dead at 2:39 a.m. and 2:47 a.m., respectively. 2 other male passengers, aged 23 and 19, suffered back injuries, while the taxi passengers, 1 male and 1 female, sustained injuries to their limbs. Over 1,200 brave frigid waters in Hong Kong's annual New Year's Day winter swim. More than 1,200 participants joined the annual New Year's Day winter swim this morning, January the 1st, held in the southern district of Hong Kong. The event started at Middle Bay and ended at Repulse Bay, covering a 600-meter course. The competition was divided into a racing group and a recreational group, with the oldest swimmer, aged 78, and the youngest just 6 years old. The fastest male swimmer completed the course in approximately 6 minutes and 50 seconds. In the women's open category, an 11-year-old swimmer clinched first place for the 2nd consecutive year. Meanwhile, the men's open champion, a 13-year-old secondary school student, finished in 6 minutes and 51 seconds. That's a wrap for today's program. See you next week. Bye.